All right, so I have a really great ab workout for you today that involves a piece of equipment that you might not normally think would be great for abs. I'm talking about the bench. See, most people think that one of these workout benches is just good for laying back and doing some dumbbell presses. Wrong. In fact, this could be one of your best ab training tools. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to get a 4-minute core workout using a workout bench. But you could also use, if you're traveling, like your hotel bed or a desk or a chair. So just know that this workout is very diverse and it'll get you great core workout and great core activation in just 4 minutes. So let's dive into it. Here's how it works. The whole workout is going to happen right here in this kind of like push-up position. So the first thing you want to do is set yourself upright. It's going to be harder if you're farther back and you're more, I guess, like the more parallel you are to the ground, the harder. It's going to be easier if you're more upright. So I recommend you kind of start somewhere in the middle right down here. And the first thing you're going to do is get your whole spine in alignment. So you can see that my head is in line with my shoulders, in line with my glutes. I'm in a nice straight line. Now the first exercise is we're going to do an incline push-up. Believe it or not, this is one of the best ways to activate your core, because as you do this push-up here, your core has to stay very active. Now the key here is I want you to take 2 full seconds lowering yourself right to here and fire on up. You can do as many reps as possible. So we're going to pretend like I'm getting exhaustedly tired. Again, 2 seconds down, head's in neutral spine. Your core is going to be shaking as you're doing this. You're going to be amazed at how good it activates your entire body. Down, down, down. So I'm exhausted. I just finished. I'm going to stop right here. Next exercise is going to be a modified slow mountain climber. So individually, you're going to take each leg and you're going to move it up, up, just like this. As many reps as possible. You're going to get tired. That's good. Just keep on going. As many reps as possible. Now, a couple key form points here. Let's pretend I'm continuously doing these. But you don't want to just flex from the hip and move your leg up just like this. That's working your hip flexor, your psoas, your rectus femoris, some of those hip flexors. What you want to do is feel like you're rolling your hip up and under. Watch the difference. This is a bad rep right here. I'm just kind of moving my hips just like this. This is a good rep. My hips, my whole pelvis is rolling up and under. It's not just flexing the hip, it's moving the pelvis up and under, kind of rolls under. And you're gonna feel it's almost like a reverse crunch. So again, you're gonna be doing as many of these as possible, get that good squeeze in the abs, that reverse crunch, just like this. And when you fatigue out, you're gonna stop right here, and you're gonna do the exact opposite motion pretty much. You're gonna bring your leg back and squeeze that glute. Again, the function of the core is to stabilize the spine. What we're doing right now is challenging the spine. So your core is going to get very active as you're doing this. Back as many as possible. Not a big range of motion here. Just squeezing that glute, keeping that core tight. Notice I'm not opening up. I'm not rolling around the place. I'm staying right in this position. I'm not letting my shoulders open up. All the motion is straight back, allowing the core to keep my hips in line. And when you're finished with that, as many reps as possible, you're finally going to drop down to your elbows and do an RKC plank. So you're going to sit back just like this. You're going to push away from the bench and you're going to squeeze every muscle in your body as hard as you can, as hard as you can. This you should only probably be able to do for about 20 seconds. I'm squeezing my glutes, my quads, my wrists, my hands, everything but my face muscles because I'm talking to you as I would. Hard. And then when you're done, you're done. So to recap, all of that happened right here on this bench. Very simple. We're going to start with those push-ups. Those slow push-ups. Take 2 seconds to come down. Again, the further away you are from the bench, harder it's going to be on your core because your core is more stretched out. When you're more stacked on top of yourself and you're more upright and closer to the bench, it's going to be easier. Find what works for you. Ideally, you want to have your core fatigue out before your chest does if you're doing a push-up. So farther back, more stress on the core. You start there, as many reps as possible. Immediately, you move into those slow mountain climbers where you're rolling that hip, each leg up and under. So remember, it's about rolling under. It's not just flexing the hip. It's rolling this entire thing like a reverse crunch up and under. As many reps as possible there. Then we're going to move to those back single leg extensions. So that leg is going to be in a straight line, It's gonna extend nice out and back, and those hips are staying in line. We're not letting the hips roll to the sides. They're staying right here, and we're coming back on both sides just like this, as many reps as possible. Then we're gonna move on to the RKC plank to finish it off, as long of a hold as you can possibly do. This workout will take you under 4 minutes. You're gonna have an incredibly engaged core. And the benefit of doing something like this over a simple crunch is these are functional exercises. Again, the whole point of your core is to keep your body and your spine stable while doing dynamic movement. So instead of just doing this and doing a million crunches, we're challenging the core by putting it in a position where we're activating other muscles, whether that's the chest, whether that's the whole hip girdle, whether that's the glutes and the hamstrings as we're extending out, or the RKC plank, every muscle, the core is being challenged to meet the demands of the exercise. That's what's gonna make this more effective than traditional sit-ups, if you will. So I hope you enjoyed this and got a lot of value. My challenge for you in this video is to try and apply this. This is a great kind of core workout that you can stack at the end of any other exercise routine. If you're doing any of our other workouts, just toss it at the end, get a great burner. And if you're traveling, this is perfect. Toss this in. Even a little bit in the morning will help get your metabolism fired up and really just train your core to be stronger and more effective. I hope this served you. If you have any comments and questions, you know where to find me. And otherwise, click below, get the PDF for this workout, print it out so you know exactly what to do, and I'll see you in our other training videos.